Welcome to Satya Skills. In this video, let us learn how UNO came into existence. UNO is an intergovernmental organization constituted to establish international peace and cooperation and was the second multinational, multi-purpose international organization in the world. Then what is the first one? Prior to UNO, there was a League of Nations established by a Treaty of Versailles and was signed on 28th June 1919. This ended the war between Allied powers and Germany. It was the same, that is the League of Nations was discontinued in 1946. Then Franklin Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the USA, and Soviet Premier Joseph Stalin met in Tehran, that is in Iran, in November 1943 and agreed for the proposed international organization comprising an assembly of all member states. They also agreed to constitute a 10-member executive committee to discuss social and economic issues. The United States, Great Britain, Soviet Union, China would enforce peace as 4 policemen. Representatives of 50 nations met in San Francisco in April-June 1945 to complete the Charter of United Nations. In addition to the General Assembly of all member states, a Security Council of 5 permanent members and 6 non-permanent members. The Charter provided for an 18-member Economic and Social Council, an International Court of Justice, a Trusteeship Council to oversee certain colonial territories, and Secretariat under Secretary General. All were decided. Voting procedure and veto powers of permanent members of Security Council were finalized at the Alta Conference in 1945. The United Nations came into existence on October 24, 1945 after 29 nations had ratified the Charter. Thus, the UNO officially came into existence on 24th October 1945. United Nations Day is celebrated every year on 24th October for world peace. Membership is open to all countries. At present, there are 193 members. The Charter of UNO gives rights and obligations of member countries. The primary objective is international peace and security. On 25th June 1945, 50 nations signed the Charter at San Francisco Conference and became the first foundation members or original members of UNO. Its headquarters is in New York, USA, and the emblem consists of globe and 2 olive branches as symbol of peace. UNO official languages are Chinese, English, French, Russian, Spanish and Arabic since 1973. UNO is based on sovereign equality of all member nations. Originally, UN has 6 principal organs: General Assembly, Security Council, Economic and Social Council, Trusteeship Council, the International Court of Justice and UN Secretariat. Trusteeship Council is discontinued its operations from 1st November 1994. The General Assembly is the central organ of UN and it consists of the representatives of all member nations. Representatives include foreign ministers, ambassadors and prominent statesmen of member countries. Each member country has 1 vote and can send 5 representatives. The General Assembly meets at least once in a year and elects president and 21 vice presidents and chairmen for the committees every year. Security Council is an important policy making organ in UN. It consists of 15 members. Of these, 5 are permanent members and 10 are temporary. 5 permanent members are USA, Russia, UK, France and China. Members of Security Council were increased from 11 to 15 with the first amendment to the UN Charter. Non-permanent members are elected for a term of 2 years by 2/3 majority by General Assembly. Besides 15 members, any member state whose matter is under discussion can participate. There are 3 standing committees to aid and advise Security Council. Permanent members of member states enjoy veto power in the council. That's all in this video. All the best.